107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
Hey, what's going on? It's your radio love, Deja Vu. And you know, we're here at the WBLS studios. And normally I have your favorite artist or whatever. I have your actors in here. But today I have a sister girl who's a restaurateur. She's a judge on Food Network's Cooks or Cons. And she's coming out with her own cooking show. Make some noise for Miss Kardea Brown.
Hello, hello.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
And don't tell anybody. I was calling you Kardea all the way up until you got to the
Everyone
studio.
does. It's okay.
I was
totally
like,
okay.
I didn't know it was Kardea. Oh, got it.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Kardea. It sounds rich and glittery, like
Yes.
like something. Okay, yeah, it's like something sparkly, right?
Exactly.
There we go. All right, so let me tell you guys, I found this sister. Actually, I kind of stalked her on social media. I think I liked a picture of your food or something, and I was like, "What is this? Hold up!" You know, the inner good girl in here that likes to get her grub on was checking out all the food pictures. So tell us a little bit about your story, because I found out that you're doing your own cooking thing and you have a traveling supper club kind of deal. Talk to us about that.
So I basically stumbled upon the whole cooking on television thing. I wasn't going out there intentionally trying to find a cooking show, being on a cooking show. One thing led to another. I was on a show featured. It was called Dean of Lean with Bobby Dean. The show unfortunately did not get picked up, but I was asked to, hey, maybe you should begin a career in food television. You know, you have the personality, you can cook, and you have a unique story. So 2014 kind of catapulted my career into food television and been doing guest appearances on other shows since then.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Is it harder to cook in front of people on the camera, or do you just do partial cooking there? Because I'm always amazed. You know, they say, are we going to put it in? Okay, and then we have one right here. Ooh, this is hot. Is it really hot?
It's really hot. Now, what happened? It's very different from what the cut and edited version that you see on television. But for me, it just comes natural. Cooking in front of a television, cooking in front of a group or at home, it's the same thing for me.
So you're from the South. We
Charleston,
know
South
us
Carolina.
Southern folks love to get our cooking on.
We do.
Okay, so are your specialties in the soul food vein, or do you venture out from that?
Okay, so I am of Gullah Geechee descent.
What does that mean?
Okay, so Gullah is a term for African Americans. We are the only group of African Americans in America that still hold very close to our African roots.
Wow.
So yes, we're descendants of West African slaves.
Nice.
Yes. So my style of cooking is considered in the Southern genre, but it's completely different from Southern cuisine in general.
Break it down. So we don't see fried chicken?
You see fried chicken sometimes.
Because you know we like our chicken.
You see fried chicken sometimes, but for the most part, we eat a lot of seafood. We eat we call it we eat by the land, we eat by the sea. So whatever you catch, mostly seafood, shrimp, fish, all of that. We eat that with our main ingredient, our main dish, rice. A lot of our dishes incorporate the grain rice, because that's why they sent the West African slaves over to cultivate rice, because they knew how to do it in Africa.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So a lot of our dishes are seafood based and very, very seasonal, very fresh, not deep fried and covered.
So it's a little healthier.
It's much more healthier than,
because you know that's the whole new thing now. Everybody's like, well, I can't eat the fried this and I can't do such and such and such. What are some of the recipes that you share on your shows, or some of the things that you say, okay, well then this is a lighter way to add something, add flavor to something?
My recipes are typically it's a fusion of things that I like also with Gullah cuisine. Like we make devil crab in our culture. I make that into like a taco or something, like something completely different than what you would need. So it's basically Gullah Geechee fusion, and that's why I call my supper club, which reminds me, the New Gullah Supper Club. I take my traditional roots in my cooking and I incorporate it with modern flavors and techniques.
Love it. Yeah. So you travel this supper club all around the country. What made you start doing that? Because I think it's such a cool idea, and I'm so mad that when you're going to be back in New York, I'm missing it. So you have to come back so we can experience this.
So what I decided to, because before I started doing cooking full time on television, I was a social worker.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to school for psychology. I was living in New Jersey at the time, decided to
psychology. Hold on, let me lay on the couch. Okay, I got some issues.
That's long gone. But
that's a whole different.
It's a completely different night and day.
So what caused the shift?
The shift started when I did the television show with Bobby Dean, and they said, well, you're pretty good at this, and I got a taste of it, and it was like, okay, I really like this, and it's fun. Right. I get to cook, and I can be on television. So April 2015, I just said, hey, I don't want to do social work anymore. It's
So
very
this
stressful.
is fairly new for
Fairly
you.
new. This has happened within a year.
Wow.
Yeah, within a year.
So these shows like this have been happening
to
like
back.
that.
Back to
That's
back.
when you know you're operating in your divine destiny, like for real. Doors start
Amen.
opening.
Yes,
That
that's
is
exactly what
awesome.
happened. Yeah.
All right. So if we were trying to become cooks or if we were home cooks, what would be our way to get our message out there as far as the food that we deliver and serve? And what could we do to get more exposure? Because you seem to have catapulted in just a year all onto TV, and people are talking about you now.
If you cook some type of unique food, if you genuinely love what you do, attention will come to you.
Well, I like brownies, and that attention ain't coming nowhere. Only these. Come on now.
and for me, that's how it happened. I just was in my element, doing what I do, and because I have a unique story and I have a unique background, the attention and things just started coming to me. So if you're a home cook and you're trying to get out there and get your food and your cuisine exposed, I just say keep doing what you do, and it'll come to you if you love what you do.
Did you cater off-site and everything?
I do,
part-time, like before you started doing the TV thing, did you do that on the side? Because you were still doing your main thing as far as psychology is concerned.
I did small catering for friends and families and things like that. But for the most part, I was just cooking for friends and family, and if someone wanted something for a birthday party or something, I did it. But for the most part, I was just cooking for free.
Love it. Well, now you're getting paid doing it.
Yes.
We wish you much success. Now, you said that you wrapped up the shows for Cooks or Cons.
Yes.
But you're working on a show for yourself. What will that show entail, and what will it be like?
Okay.
If you can give us a little bit. I know she's got, I don't know if I can tell too much.
If I could give you, what we're trying to work on is my life and my culture in Charleston, South Carolina. So the Gullah Geechee culture in general will be on a national platform now.
Is that a big subculture in Charleston?
It is.
Really?
It is. Gullah Geechee culture is actually the fabric of the South. West African slaves were one of the first slaves to come into America and help build the South, which was the capital of the things that were coming in from other countries. So Gullah Geechee is you can't have South Carolina history without Gullah Geechee history.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll be learning a whole lot. Now, I want you to tell us, how can we reach you if someone wants to come and join a part of your traveling New Gullah Supper Club? How can we get a part of it, and how can we meet you?
So if you're looking for any of my cuisine or how to reach me, you can reach me at Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Kardea's Cuisine. That's spelled Kardeas Kuisine.
Kardea
Cuisine. Cuisine with a K.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Next time you don't come empty-handed, boo. I need some food up in this feast.
I got a pot of greens in the car.
No, she says she has a pot of greens.
I got
and
a pot
this
of
is what
greens
you're talking
waiting.
about right here. Thank you so much for stopping by, sis,
me.
and much success. We can't wait to see you on TV.
Thank you for having me.
Always exposing you to new and incredible talent. This is WBLS TV with me, Deja Vu.